surviving the winter storm. All right, I guess this is going to be my first vertical. No, this is going to be my first horizontal vlog for YouTube. So, welcome everybody. If you have been awaiting a wide, long format video, then this will be the one for you. It is 32 degrees right now. I just left the store to pick up a few last minute supplies that I figured I would need. Grabbed a couple fire extinguishers and matches, even though I already have lighters, stuff like that. Just a couple last minute backup emergency supplies. Now we're on our way to the property. I had a few comments saying that I wasn't actually doing this. I also had some comments saying that I would die. So, we're gonna see just how wrong everybody is for both reasons. Because this is where I live every single day, every night, and yeah. If for some reason I actually can't handle this and it's too bad, then I get in the car, turn the car on, and I warm up. But realistically, I think I'm kind of a beast, and I'm from New Hampshire. There's no way. There's just no way. I'm not backing down. We are prepared, or so I think, to spend the next 48 hours, or maybe 72 hours, here in this garage, or at least right around the area. I have some fun things planned. I have some packages to unbox. I have some Legos that I bought that I can put together just for fun. I have my laptop, so maybe I'll challenge myself to build a castle in Minecraft or something like that. We have some organizing to do, and I collected a huge pile out in the yard, so if it gets all icy and cold, we can have a huge bonfire out there. I also have various assortments of food and beverages, so this should be pretty fun. I have dog food and dog treats and toys, so Montana will be happy. I have a sleeping bag rated to -20. I have the generator, wood stove, and we got a ton of wood here. And if this runs out, we have a chainsaw and 100 acres. More than that, we got 180 acres or so of wood right there. I've got like 5 of these lighters and also a bunch of matches in case it is too cold for this to work. And I mean, hey, I can always just hop in the car. Worst comes to worst anyway, so. This is all just fun and games. Rearrange a little bit of this stuff. We've got this little fan right here that once it gets hot on the stove's surface, just starts going. Pretty sweet. Then all this warm air that's blowing up, or rising up, blows out, helps spread it out a little bit. It does sound like right now it's starting to actually pick up a little. We've just had a little bit of sprinkling here and there, but I can hear some little droplets hitting the roof now. Check out the kitchen here real quick. We've got a plethora of items.
We've got oatmeal, pancakes, blueberry and regular. We've got a bunch of beans, garbanzos, lentils, black beans, mandarin oranges. We've got syrups. We've got tomatoes and salad and some cheese. We got beef, chicken. We also actually have lamb in the car that I need to grab. We got a bunch of beer and Fireball, which I don't even know what I'm doing with all of this. And we got some fruit snacks, some Pirate's Booty, Goldfish, Slim Jims.
So basically, we're just set up. We got everything that I could possibly need. I got more in the car, hamburger buns and butter and a couple other staples to bring this all together. Looks like the fire's finally getting cooking up over here. Not bad at all. So far, so good. It's crazy because I can see my breath, but it doesn't even feel cold yet. Fire's going over in the fireplace. Just a nice little low fire. Keep it going. It's about 11 o'clock now. It is starting to get noticeably a little bit colder. It's dropped by about 10 degrees now. And first sign of the cold is Montana's bowl sitting outside is pretty much fully frozen. Only a small pocket of air in there, which is pretty crazy because it hasn't been freezing for too long, which means that wind chill outside must be nasty.
The spot is quite a vibe. We've got lots of blankets, candles.
Montana. Where are you? Oh, crap. Good girl. Oh my goodness. That was a scare and a half. I am so lucky that Montana did not just run away. This door blew open. I do have a little rope right here. I can just tie that up. Yikes.
Got a bar in this door. Got a bar in that door.
There we are. All right, we're all secured up. No more dog escaping. I did bring all my canned bevs over here near the fire. That way they hopefully at least stay above freezing temp because otherwise they're gonna... Well, it is morning now. We made it through the night. I fell asleep kind of out of nowhere, so I never even ended up getting in my sleeping bag, which is crazy to me because I never needed to. Will say, I think all of our patching was worthwhile. I don't see any drips or drops coming down back here, and there are some slight little drips throughout the rest of our cracks. On a really cool note, this fire actually made it all the way till morning. Now, we're not sitting here with flames, but it's still embering.
See that that's still nice and toasty.
I'm gonna get this thing roaring back up so it's nice and toasty again, and then we'll get to some projects. Well, breakfast and then projects. Here's something you guys probably don't care to know. This is my bathroom right here. Good old hefty bucket. Well, actually, I was using a regular bucket before, but I realized that this little water jug thing here has a nice big
edge on it, so it's real comfortable to sit down on, just like a toilet seat. So, well, anyway, it's morning and I need to take a dump, so it's time to hit the bucket, and fire is blazing back there. I'm surprised all of these candles, even the ones that I've had for a long time, are still burning all night long. Crazy. Just got done cooking up. Just made myself blueberry pancake. Got some extra blueberries, raspberries on there, and some nice real maple syrup from Vermont. Fire. W breakfast. Well, I'm charging up the battery for the vacuum because we're getting some puddles around here. Since I'm gonna be here all day, just kind of keep up with them and vacuum every once in a while. They won't get too bad. I knew it was bogus. I just knew. I knew that this was gonna be nothing. Well, at least I have a bunch of food and stuff that'll last. See, there's a little bit of ice around. Here's a Montana's dog toy right here. A little bit of ice. It's not even 32 degrees. It's like 35. It's not even freezing temps. It's raining pretty hard, and last time that it rained a significant amount, this place got drenched. So I decided to throw a couple towels down. Not that they would help that much on their own, but in combination with this bucket here, I can wring the towels out into that and then dump that outside, preventing this place from getting absolutely drenched. Getting hungry for some lunch here, so I think I'm gonna cook up some sort of burger, perhaps. It says just light bag, so just lit that up. We got our window open here for a little bit of extra ventilation. Should be all right. Got a little smoky in here because I got distracted, but burgers are cooked up. Just some lamb, pepper jack cheese, and sesame seed buns. Nothing crazy. I do have lettuce and tomato here, but I'm gonna save that because I have beef and chicken too. All right, scoop these bad boys off of here. One. Oh yeah, cheesy. Oh no, we're losing our bun. I'll just leave that open, honestly. All right, there we go. Couple of lamb burgers. Beautiful. Love myself a good lamb burger. Bison burger, even better. And probably best meat, moose. But lamb is a prime choice. I really don't like meat that isn't ground meat. I really just like to eat ground up meat. Random. Quick little update, one burger down. Super gas. Probably like an 8 out of 10. I would say I low-key forgot seasoning on this. And the pepper jack cheese is like barely holding it together. Definitely could have used some seasoning.
So far though. 10 p.m. now. It's getting back down to about 32 degrees. I have my blanket right now, one of them, propped up here in front of the stove so that it can dry out.
You can literally see steam coming right off of it.
And as far as the rest of this place goes, it's all dried up pretty much around here. I used a number of towels, the vacuum, and still got one bucket here of disgusting water from the floor, but it was a total of about 5 of these buckets. So 25 gallons of muddy water that I kept up with, and I'm glad because it definitely would have been all over the place in here, but we're safe. It's still dripping down ever so slightly back here. Every 30 seconds or so we get a droplet. So I've still got this stuff laid out, but I'm getting pretty tired, so I'd like for this to be over with so that I can go to bed. Definitely glad that I put this here because there's a good amount of water on here as well.
It's all covered up with water.
It's like 11:30 now. I'm really tired and want to go to bed, but it's still dripping back here. So I figured my best option was to just pull the couch forward so it was out of the drip zone, and I laid down a bunch of plastic back here. That way the carpet doesn't get soaked and whatever water drips just drips on there.
This part of the couch still got really wet.
I put a couple more pieces of plastic over the cushions of the couch after vacuuming up as much of the water on there as I could. Now I laid this other sleeping bag that I have over it, kind of like a little couch cover, so I should be sure to stay plenty dry. And I'll be in my sleeping bag, and I have a blanket for under me and over me, so we'll be real cozy and comfy. All right, it's bedtime now. It is Monday morning. I just woke up. It's about 10 a.m. and I woke up to a lovely surprise. It actually ended up snowing last night. Now, this is nothing compared to a New Hampshire snow, but it makes me really happy because it's gonna be like 7 degrees today, and what fun is the cold if I don't at least get some snow with it? So I'm very happy. We got a pile right there. We can do a bonfire later. Right now, I am going to heat up this pot of water, make some oatmeal this morning for breakfast, and I gotta organize that half of the garage today, so that'll be a good project to stay moving and stay warm. I was flying the drone around because I figured it would be cool to get some snowy shots and kind of just take a look around. And now the drone is somewhere in one of those trees. After about a day and a half of usage, the generator is finally almost out of power. 3% now, so I figured I might as well get it plugged in ahead of time before it's fully dead. It's cloudy out, but there is some sun shining through, and I'm hoping that with all this snow around, it'll kind of reflect the light and this thing can still get some power. We're getting an input of about 50 watts. So it says that it would take 24 hours to fully charge this thing, which is less than ideal, but perhaps the sun will come out sooner or later and speed this thing on up. I'm curious to see how these springs are doing. Well, spring singular, I guess. Take a look at the pond. Pond actually looks
still moving. Still moving indeed. If the pond is moving, I'd pretty much be assured that the spring is moving. It's about 20 degrees right now, so over the next few hours, it's gonna get windier and colder, so we will see. Yeah, I mean, hey, spring seems to be running real strong. I definitely got to get that cleaned back out. I cleaned it all out and then fall happened and it's all dirty again. But next time I clean it out, I got to build a roof over it so it stays clean. Yeah, man, the wind is crazy right now. It's blowing all around. The actual temperature isn't too bad yet. This wind chill, I'd say it probably feels like maybe 10 degrees on the face. Well, I guess that means that this is like the worst of the storm. Pretty mediocre, but hey, it's North Carolina. I'm surprised we actually got any snow. Well, the generator is charging. My pot of water is awaiting on boil. My phone's on 2%, so it needs some charging too. So I think the best use of my time right now will be to do the best I can do to clean up this section, and then we can get to building that shelf and get this feeling a lot more organized and hopefully prevent this mess from continuing to accumulate over and over. I'm not getting a lot done because I'm just kind of dancing and listening to music. We got a little before and bam! And now we've got this whole place cleaned up. We've got our wood down here. These couple pieces here got kind of wet yesterday, but those are really cheap wood anyway, so it doesn't matter. Swapped out all of our white trash bags for these big 42-gallon contractor bags. Car parts lined up here. And then we've got the rest of everything we've got over here. I do owe some bricks to you guys, so don't think I've forgotten about you. It has just been a busy, different week that we've had going here. So I'm not ignoring y'all and I'm not scamming y'all. I'll have a brick made for y'all shortly. All right, well, that leaves us with our next order of business being building this shelf. I am gonna record this as a short, so check that out on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, and we'll be right back. I decided to venture out, see if I could find the drone, or at least spot it. And as a matter of fact, right here, I got very lucky. It is in the lowest tree. Now, it's definitely a ways up there, but that's very gettable. Realistically, I just can take a ladder over here. That's probably only 20 feet maybe. I don't know. Go easy enough. Lucky me. I thought that drone was honestly down for the count forever. Oatmeal is done cooking up, which I'm very glad. It took a while for this to get warmed up enough, and I am pretty cold right now, actually. I mean, considering I only have a hoodie and a vest on, but we've got some oatmeal cooked up here with blueberries, some berry syrup, and ooh, I am very ready to mow down. Let's give this a little taste test. A little taste test real quick. See what we're thinking. Give it a little stir up. You got some blueberries in here, some butter. Let's
apple cinnamon flavored for starters anyway, so definitely flavorful. All right, let's get a bite, get a blueberry in there. Fire. The sun has not been shining through too well for too long, and the generator is currently receiving 0 watts. So there's a little bit of light. I mean, obviously it's daytime, but not enough shining down on there to give it any juice. And I'm sure the fact that it is freezing cold does not help. So maybe in a situation like this, it would be better to have a gas powered gen, but we got what we got. We'll make it work. I was running low on the split wood that I had, so I decided to begin splitting some more wood, but unfortunately, my hatchet broke. I did slap the head back on there and drill a couple extra nails in there, but to not much luck, it broke after a few more logs. So I'm trying to think, perhaps it would work if I cut this and stuck the head back on there. Not too sure. If that doesn't work, then I'll just kind of be out of luck and have to buy a new one. This is less than ideal, but the head is back on here. We got a screw bent through there. I drilled it in as much as I could, but then the drill died. So actually, I have another drill, but whatever. Hopefully this works to split a few more logs. It's about 6 p.m. now. The temperature is dropping pretty quickly as the sun is disappearing. It's about 16 degrees now, and I'm just kind of hanging out by the fire. Oh man, I melted the bottom of my shoe quite well. That's all right, because these shoes are down for the count anyway. Look at that. I have pretty much my whole pile here of wood all chopped up. Axe ended up working well for the rest of it. I have some big pieces left, but hopefully we won't need to use those. The chain fell off the chainsaw because I was running it a little too dry on oil, being a moron, but we can fix that if we need to and chop up these big pieces. Right as I turned off the video, this walkie-talkie just made noise again, and it actually scared me. It sounded really creepy. Hello, I can hear somebody speaking. Over. I should probably just stay right over there, but I don't think that it'll matter too much if I walk over here, because if it works there, it should work here. Breaker Breaker Charlie 79. This is Foxtrot Charlie 7. Repeating over. Just making up a bunch of nonsense that sounds like code words. I really want them to say something back. I want like some communication. And you guys haven't heard this thing make a single noise yet. So it seems like I'm lying. This is messed up. Well, somehow the generator went down 1% since I last checked it, so we are ending off at 7% from 3%. Not very great, but it'll do. We'll say. There were a few people that said that this fire and place would do nothing to keep me warm, and I can confirm it is a lot colder outside. Regardless of just wind chill, that would, I got walls, so, but
it is definitely, I'd say probably 5 to maybe 10 degrees warmer in here, even with all of these gaps. I am wicked tired. I'm about to go to bed. It's about 11:30 at night. It's about 9 degrees right now. So far, doesn't feel too cold because I've been hanging out by the fire here, but we're about to deviate over to the back half of the garage here, and we do have the sleeping bag, so we should be fine, but it's definitely going to be a little cooler back there, so we will tune back in either when I'm freezing to death and hop back over here, or in the morning. Good morning. It is about 8 a.m. and it's also about 8 degrees. I actually slept really well last night, surprisingly, and I don't really feel cold right now. I will say that cold definitely sets in a little more once I'm out of the sleeping bag for a moment. And I was also walking around with no shoes, so the cement is freezing cold, literally. And, well, everything is pretty cold right now, so fire is taking a little moment to get started here, but there were still embers in there again, just like yesterday, and our water over here is not frozen, so it served its purpose of at least keeping me warm and keeping my water unfrozen. I am cooking up some pancakes again. It's warmed up quite a bit now. It's about 12 o'clock and it's back to being about 36 degrees. So I think we're pretty much through the worst of it. It definitely didn't turn out to be anything too crazy. So I guess I'll compile this little video together and get it uploaded and move on to regular life again. We gotta get the stone ordered on the driveway, get these rafters, and get to fixing this roof. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.